My name is Joseph Henson. I am a physiotherapist by background. My current role is the first contact physiotherapy clinical lead here at Rotherham NHS. My role still is 80% clinical with a 20% managerial leadership role.
Can you describe the journey that has led you into this stage of your career and why?
Yeah, so I qualified in 2009. From there, I joined Rotherham Trust as a rotational band 5. I did a number of rotations, including outpatient, MSK, orthopedics, inpatient orthopedics, inpatient respiratory. I was fortunate to progress into a static MSK role after a couple of years, and I gained some valuable experience within the MSK service, did some occupational health work and a little bit of work with the A&E service. From there, I progressed into a team leader role within the MSK service, so clinical specialist alongside team leader responsibilities. And from there, that's where I really got the opportunity to be involved with some first contact physiotherapy pilots. So we did 2 pilots in 2017, which I was involved in with both of those. And then from there, the CCG sort of were very confident in what we were able to deliver, and they were impressed with what we'd shown we could do. So they, in 2018, commissioned a wider service covering all of the borough and increased us to a 5.4 whole-time equivalent service. And I was fortunate to get the clinical lead role for that service. Subsequently, we got a further extension of that contract, and now with the new GP contract, we're fully funded through the PCNs and the DES supporting the additional role funding for that.
Excellent. Okay, and what have been some of the notable challenges and, importantly, the opportunities and gains along the way?
Challenges, I think there's always challenges throughout your career, so you're trying to strive and push yourself on maybe to the next thing and look for where you can continue to develop. Some of the key ones that I faced, I did my non-medical prescribing alongside a couple of other physio colleagues in 2018, and that was quite a daunting thing. There's not lots of physiotherapy prescribers, or there certainly wasn't 2 years ago. There's more and more of us coming along now, so that was quite a challenge. It was a big responsibility. And then at the same time, following completion of that, then I sort of took up the clinical lead role. So we had done a pilot with 10 practices for 4 months, and then we shifted to covering all of Rotherham, all GP practices with 6 clinicians working. So that implementation, setting up appropriate inductions, setting up clinical governance around the first contact role, doing risk assessments, engaging the wider GP practices, the population, the GPs, that was certainly a challenge for myself and for the team. The opportunities it's there in itself. We had a great opportunity to be slightly ahead of the game in Rotherham to bring this out to a wider base and then to try and make a success of it. So the team and myself did a lot of hard work engaging the different stakeholders, be it practice managers, GPs, patients themselves, reception staff, care navigators, anyone who we could get to speak to explain what we were able to offer with our MSK expertise and knowledge. We were happy to do. So that was a big opportunity for us, and we saw the fruits of that. We went up to 100% utilisation within a few months of setting up the service, and we had really good patient feedback regarding our service, and the patients were more than happy to be seen and assessed by a first contact physiotherapist instead of their GP or AMP. So that was a really good opportunity, and I think we made the best of that as a whole. And we got nominated for a Proud Award last year as a team, which was a really good thing that to sort of acknowledge some of the hard work that we've done over the previous 12 months.
Excellent.
I think. Yeah.
Yeah, you get everything.
I think so. I wrote stuff down last night just to see if I'd. Yeah.
Excellent. Okay. So what key advice would you give to up-and-coming talent who might be looking to follow in your footsteps?
Yeah, I think it's a great time and opportunity for anyone who feels that they want to expand and push themselves within different roles, be it physiotherapy or any of the other different AHP roles. There's a lot of opportunities out there. There's a big push to widen the NHS workforce, both in primary care and acute, and getting people doing roles that they may not have traditionally seen as an AHP role. My bias is towards physio, so I'll know a bit more about that. So those opportunities are out there. I think it's for the clinicians and the professionals themselves to identify maybe what interests them and seek out maybe some time to spend with those different services that they might be interested in, or if they've got an idea, going to their line managers and maybe putting forward a case for them doing something slightly different and seeing if they can get the appropriate support and funding from managers and from trusts alike to trial these different things. A lot of these new roles have been stemmed from someone trying something slightly new and then seeing that there was great value in it and then being able to expand upon that. So I think there's a lot of opportunities for a wide range of AHPs to expand their sort of work.
Excellent. And finally then, so looking into the future, what hopes do you have for your profession or AHP in general?
I think compared to when maybe I qualified, there's such a breadth of things that people can go into. When I qualified 2009, it's 11 years ago, but the idea of a first contact physiotherapist wasn't even really around, or I certainly wasn't aware of it as a student. So even just within my profession as a physio, there's been such a breadth of new roles that are available. So it's an exciting time for a student that they can think, well, I can go in here and I can get some generalized experience doing my rotations, and then I could go out and I could do a wide variety of things. So that's has to be a great thing. And I think that's across the different AHPs. Within primary care and the GP contractors, more of the AHPs becoming identified as some of the additional roles that they're going to support and fund. So that can only mean that there's going to be more opportunities for AHPs to expand into different areas and to show the value that they can add as part of an MDT. So the AHP action plan that clearly identified that we've got lots of skills to bring to the table, and it's just getting them opportunities to do that.
And finally, it's the
wishing all my AHP colleagues a wonderful AHP day.
And how awesome are they?
Brilliant. Right.
Okay.